Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Gauranga, Nityananda.
OGEbeats.com.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Nityananda Gauranga, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Nityananda Gauranga, Nityananda, Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Purchase your tracks today.
Okay, put your mics on and let's chant some japa together here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama, Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Rama,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna, Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
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 Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Hare,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna, Hare
Hare,
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
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 Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare
Rama Hare,
Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
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 Hare,
Rama,
Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna
Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Krishna
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna
Rama
Krishna,
Hare,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama, Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare
Rama, Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare,
Rama,
Hare,
Hare Krishna,
Hare,
Krishna
Hare,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Ram,
Rama, Hare
Ra,
Hare
Ra,
Krishna, Krishna
Ra,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Ra,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare
Ra,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Ra,
Krishna Krishna,
Ra,
Hare Hare, Hare
Hare
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Rama Rama.
Krishna, 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 Krishna,
Oh my
Krishna,
Lord.
Krishna,
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 Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Oh
Krishna,
Krishna, my
Hare Krishna,
Lord. Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Shri
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Hare
Oh
Krishna,
Chaitanya, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna, 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 Krishna.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare Krishna,
Oh, Krishna,
Oh
Krishna,
my Lord, Chaitanya,
Krishna,
Krishna Chaitanya, Hari Hari
Krishna,
Bol.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare
Hari,
Hare. Hare Rama,
Hari,
Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare
Hari,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hari,
Krishna Krishna.
Hari, 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 Hari.
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Oh my,
Krishna,
oh my.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna
Hare
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare
Krishna,
Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna,
Rama
Krishna
Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Rama,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Rama,
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
Krishna,
Hare.
Krishna, 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 Hare
Krishna,
Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Krishna.
Rama Rama, Hare
Jaya
Hare.
Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gauda Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra Jaya Gora Bhakta Vrinda
Jaya Jaya Sri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda, Jaya Sri Advaita Chandra, Jaya Gauda Bhakta Vrinda.
There's a nice book here called what happened here? Here we go. Yeah. This is Uddhava Sandesh by Rupa Goswami. Yeah, mute your mics now. One day, here, let me put this up closer here. One day, Lord Krishna, one day in Mathura, Lord Krishna was sitting on a throne in his Grida Bhavan. As he looked out, he could see the flowers had started to bloom and the leaves were sprouting on the trees. Yeah. He thought to himself that Mathura looks like a new bride. As he was appreciating that sweet scene, the remembrance of his Vrindavan pastimes bloomed in his heart. Thereafter, Lord Krishna, due to the sudden remembrance of his Vrindavan pastimes, started to breathe very heavily, and the lotus garland around his neck began to shake. As Krishna remembered his amazing pastimes with the Vraja gopis, incessant tears flowed from his eyes. Due to his being unable to enjoy those pastimes again, he became stunned and looked like a painted picture. Then Lord Krishna thought for a moment, how to cross to the other shore of that ocean of distress, and proceeded up to the jewel-studded roof of the palace. Seeing that Uddhava had come close to him, he wished to reveal his heart to his, but due to feelings of love, no words were able to come. O ocean of good qualities, Uddhava, you are my closest relative. Due to your advice and directions, we Yadavas are enjoying full prosperity. For these reasons, I wish to give you the service of fulfilling a very secret desire of mine. If one gives his desired work to a person full of good qualities, then he can be sure of the result. Oh, my friend, when we heard from Gandhani Nandan Akura, Kamsa's puffed up order, we came along with him from Vrindavan to Mathura. At that time, the young Vraja gopis entered into an ocean of separation from me. Oh, my dear friend, now they are somehow or other keeping their life force within their bodies. Oh, my friend, of all these gopis, beautiful Srimati Radharani, who has no equal and is more dear to me than my life, is somehow at this time remaining alive due to Lalita and her other gopi friends tactfully convincing her that I will be returning to Vrindavan very soon. O best of advisors, Uddhava, you please go to Nandigram, the capital of Nanda Maharaj, which is situated on a beautiful hill covered by wonderful creepers, and the best of trees surrounded by a wall made of priceless jewels. There, kindly deliver my message to Srimati Radharani, who has been bitten by the snake of separation and is feeling unlimited anguish in her heart. Please try to bring her back to life and make her happy again. Oh, my dear friend, in this universe there are many holy and important places where I appear in various deity forms to bring happiness to my pure devotees like yourself. But I honestly swear to you that there is no place which brings more happiness to my heart than Gokul Braj. But I honestly swear to you that there is no place which brings more happiness to my heart than Gokul Vraj. There in Vraj Vrindavan, what to speak of the moving beings, even the trees, the creepers, and the grass, and other non-moving living entities would have been burned up in the fire of separation long ago if it was not for the tears of the gopis falling upon them. My dear friend, when the gopis would see me even a little distressed, they became very unhappy. But they would not become even a little distressed if a mountain of unhappiness came upon them. So please do not tell them about the unlimited unhappiness I am feeling due to their separation. Simply remind them of how much I love them. Oh, brother, Nandishvar Hill, Nandigram, is far from Mathura. So you please leave immediately. The road is easy and very beautiful. When you enter into an ocean of bliss upon seeing Braj, I will also become happy. Because when a highly qualified person becomes happy, his dear friends also become happy. The deepest truths are in these. It's unbelievable, this poetry. No human being could write such things. O wise one, the first place you will see on your journey is Gokarn, Kshetra, where the husband of Gauri Shiva, stays in the form of Gokarn. Just to rescue the living entities from the ocean of distress. Very close to Gokarn Kshetra is the Sangam of the Sarasvati and Yamuna rivers, which fulfills the desires of all living entities. When I first arrived in Mathura, I was at Yamuna Sarasvati Sangam, and the beautiful women of Mathura welcomed me with their beautiful sidelong glances. One beautiful lady had addressed her friends thus: "Oh, that Krishna, who by the sweet playing of his flute caused the clothes of the gopis to loosen, is today standing before you. All glories to you." Yeah, so these poems are so amazing, so deep, because they're all about the intimacy between the Lord and his devotees. That's their way, and see, the Lord Caitanya wants to give that kind of intimacy so you can understand. I mean, I'm reading these things. I don't even want to talk. I mean, I can't even, yeah, I could explain them, but you're just lost in the feelings. You know how people, you can ask Sachi, when you get too emotional and it's like, this is too much. The emotions, they take over and just like, they're kind of painful actually. But this is the opposite. It seems like, it's like a play, literally. You're sitting there relishing the deepest bliss with this anguish that Krishna is, just tell you, what kind of unhappiness can be in the heart of God, really? It's something special, man. And so the Lord came here to give us that special experience that he does, and you can do it, when you get this potency. That's the treasure you get here. The ability to relish the greatest treasure in the world, which are the deepest pastimes of the Lord, these intimate relations, this closeness with God in his form as Krishna. And nothing like this. This is the real wealth. And it's light. You can carry it around with you. That's the thing. People, they're looking for wealth in this world, and the lighter, the better. And that's why the people now, they're finding that digital currency is very light, and that's the kind of wealth. Everything is going into lighter and lighter states. The wealth, even. Like gold is very heavy, right? Silver and gold's heavy. Now they have Bitcoin, which is called digital gold. See, it's gold. People treat it like, it's, like it's very, very valuable, more than people actually know, actually. And it's so light. See, like you can't carry gold on the plane and go somewhere. You can carry a certain amount, but it's very heavy. Silver, even more so, like really heavy, And then they'll go like, "What do you got?" And then somebody will steal it and all that. But Bitcoin, you can cut on your cell phone. You can carry $1 billion on here. $1 billion. It's so light and so valuable. Magnify that well 1,000,000 times. That's love of Krishna. That's what we have here. We have something that no one has. No one is distributing. a wealth like that. If you want to compare it, see, you need to compare things. It's just like in the world. That's why there's comparisons made. Otherwise we won't know how valuable is this love of Krishna. Nobody knows. Even now, the Vaishnavas don't know until you see somebody with that wealth and playing with that wealth, playing with Krishna, showing the world what it is to play with Krishna, what it is to picnic with Krishna, to eat together with Krishna. Ika is very light, very subtle, very hard to perceive unless you see a person in that actual transcendental relationship. See? And then you can get that wealth by the transmission. See, we're here to sell that. See, the Lord has given us the power. He said, I'm giving myself to you. He said, if you love me, truly, I give myself to you, and you'll be able to sell me to others, because only you will know my value. And therefore, you will be able to convince, you'll be able to sell people on this value that nobody knows. Okay. So how do you learn about this? See, highest truth is the highest reality, distinguished from illusion. Everything else but love of Krishna is some level of illusion. Some level of untruth, some level of not understanding real knowledge. There's only a Bhagavad Gita 10:10 person who worships the Lord with pure love, real prema, man. Pure love, knows things as they are. No one else. See? That's how it is, man. It's really like that. You take something of real value, you put it against something that is less value. It all falls down before it. Like in Bitcoin, to understand love of Krishna, I'll teach you about Bitcoin here. Bitcoin is so valuable. It's a coin that there's 20,000 coins in crypto, and some are completely worthless. One whole coin. But one whole coin of Bitcoin which is just a mathematical structure. One coin is worth right now, 27,000 paper monies, fiat currencies, to buy one coin. People don't know how amazing that is. And it's worth even more than that, but people don't know. Now that's just something material. So everything is falling down before that perfect mathematical structure, perfect money. Perfect money. On the material world, you cannot make any more perfect money than Bitcoin. And not everybody. You guys don't even know about it. Now that's material. All other energies and currencies falling down. See, literally falling down before that, becoming less valuable and costing more to get even a fraction of that coin. That's love of Krishna, my friends. That's why you gotta take the highest truth that you can perceive and put everything else falling down before it. See, that obeisances. See, everything puts obeisances to something superior. Truly, right? It's the way it works. Has to. But the problem in Maya, everything that is inferior is being shown as superior. So that's why everything's screwed up. See? So, or not clear. So you got things so you got the modes of nature. There's mode of ignorance, passion, and goodness, right? The mode of ignorance, when you put it before passion, it falls down before passion because passion is better. Ignorance, if you look at the qualities of ignorance, it's like not very attractive. You know, qualities of ignorance is like there's lethargy, the qualities of lethargy there, dullness, dumbness, less intelligence. People they become, usually if you get too far in the mode of ignorance, you become worse than an animal. You become like a demon. these goblins and stuff, these horrible things, they actually exist. But this is a mode of ignorance. See, and living entities have taken shelter of that mode, see? And it causes them to act according to the mode, to be covered by that mode. See, the mode of passion is stronger, it's better. It's not perfect, but it's better, right? So that mode falls down as less than that. See? Sometimes ignorance tries to take down and wants to compete with passion. But passion is generally stronger, it's more active, more intelligence there, and it wins, generally. Not all the time. Sometimes there's so much ignorance that it subdues forcibly passion. Okay? Yeah. And now we got goodness. This is the problem now, actually. Usually the demigods are usually more in control because they do austerities, they become more powerful. See, goodness. Goodness is more powerful than passion or ignorance, usually. Not all the time. But when ignorance and passion team up and leverage something, get more power, which they've done through technology, and become very organized, they can overcome goodness. And that's what's happening now. See, that's coming up. You notice that the world is becoming, usually like in America and also the world, there's been like people have like morals, more or less, they're people, they live going according to principles and stuff like that. That's more to goodness. It gives you some culture. It gives you, it's like you become more human. But now the inhumanness is taking over. They're causing people to become so unnatural, transgender. People think that just comes from them. No, they're being programmed by demons to become like this. It's what you're taught in schools. They're teaching people in schools, oh yeah, come on, we're encouraging you, to be like that. And they want to, cut off your, privates and do opera. Can you imagine? It's hard to even imagine. People are so degraded. And people, they're becoming overwhelmed by that. Even, there's even parents are taking their kids to drag shows with children. They're in schools, they're doing this, and they say, oh yeah, this is very good for the kids. Oh yeah, this is very natural. We want to promote this, and sexual promiscuity, all kinds of weird things that are in the mode of passion and ignorance. See, that it's getting stronger. By the way, this is Kali Yuga, right? This is all predicted, isn't it? We're at that time. And even the Bible predicts this time. Basically, the more modes of passion and ignorance come over, and they want to control, they want to take over, and they're doing their best. Okay, so they're trying to get goodness to fall down before, they're trying to trick people, even nice people, good people. They trick them to do things that are bad for them, bad for their children. This thing is not good for the children, but they claim that it is. They want all children, that this is terrible. This is horrible things that are causing. It's children are being born, many of them with black eyes, literally. Their eyes, they're changing the DNA structures. This is all predicted. This actually happened before, where there are people, they had changed their DNAs, and they call it CRISPR now. Maybe you don't know these things, but I say, I do research. I study all this stuff. Stay on like what's happening. But anyway, they're big on, the scientists, they want to take over, atheists. A lot of the atheists are like that. We're gods, and we want to, let's interfere with the Lord's, the perfect structure of this, because we want to change it and make this way, make superhumans and all kinds of bizarre stuff, robots, make it connected with people. And I mean, a lot of strange stuff is in the works already. Yeah. See? So, but this is the way it is. And if you notice in the scriptures, the mode of pure goodness always saves the day. God always, this God that nobody knows, always saves the day. Everything falls down before it because it comes from him. He's the spider, man. Everything else is the web. Pure goodness, no material motivation. And that is what's going to save us. That is what is, the Lord is already working here. We're the first fruits. He's saving us, man. Isn't he? Can you see this? It's pure goodness that's saving us. This love of Krishna is pure goodness. That's pure relationship, man. See, that's like I was saying, Bitcoin is the purest money you're going to find on the planet. It's God's gift for that, on that level. See? But that's material. This is spiritual. This pure relationship is pure gold. Literally, pure gold. It's pure nature. It's purifying. It's highly inspiring, more inspiring than anything. It's ever fresh. This actually, when people can convince, demons will want this. Demigods will want this. These Vaidhi Bhaktas will want this. This is part of our Sadhu Sangha program, is to relish these truths, to remember these truths. They're all in the Bhagavatam. I was talking to Amy about this today. You know, the Bhagavatam, it says, is taught. Bhagavatam is here to give light in this dark place of this world. And it's so nice to have a structure of the absolute truth. This knowledge is called transcendental knowledge. It's all in the books. But you need love of Krishna, Bhagavad Gita 10:10 experience to understand these things as they are. Otherwise, you'll take this knowledge, and what will you do? You'll speculate. Why? Because you want to, there's power in this. You become corrupted. There's power in this. I can get worshipped. I can get control. People will give me money and position. And I can't give them anything back. So how do I keep this scam? You know scams? How do you keep the scam going? Religion is a scam. They're thinking, how is the Pope going to keep the scam going? That he is an in-between between you and God when he's not. How is Radhanath and all these gurus going to keep the scam going that they're better than you and they're not? How do they keep it going? Only speculation, only lies, cheating, deceiving, just like politicians do to keep the scam going. So many scams. How are you going to be set free? You got to hear the truth, man. You got to take shelter of the truth. I take shelter of the truth. I was telling Amy this morning, I said, Krishna's holding Govardhan, right? You notice Krishna's under Govardhan himself? He's not like holding Govardhan over there. He's under it with his devotees. He's relishing also being under Govardhan. And I said, that's the speaker of Bhagavatam. Also, they also lift Govardhan on the pinky, like the cowherd boys had their little sticks up there, holding up Govardhan. Yeah, the bona fide guru is also holding Govardhan, but it's Krishna doing it, right? And the devotees doing it. The Lord says, well, you want Govardhan to be held up? Well, you got to do it. I'll be there helping behind the scenes. We got Govardhan. This is pure goodness, man. This pure relationship, pure ecstasy, pure happiness. Everything is so fantastic, man. What we got. There ain't anything better than this. Everything will fall down before the treasure we have, won't it? All ignorance will fall down, showing its inferiority. It's truly inferior. The mode of passion and goodness is inferior to this. Bhagavatam proves it. It's just Bhagavatam needs a speaker to speak it out. Don't we do that with Bhagavatam? See, Daksha versus Shiva. Perfect example. See, people need to know the truth. That's not good enough. That's what you learn here. Your little goody two-shoes stuff ain't good enough. It's like filthy rags before pure goodness. And you'll never be good enough to attain pure goodness. You got to just take the gift of Lord Caitanya coming through our Sangha. There ain't another place I've seen on this planet. Prove me wrong. I'm open to discussion. I'm open to be wrong. Otherwise, everybody come here and get Lord Chaitanya's mercy. Why not? Why, you're not intelligent enough to just go for the gift? Can you imagine? You're going to get the gift, the pure goodness gift. Everything falls down before it. And then you become a real guru. I mean, otherwise you'll never, the Lord's looking. Hey, the harvest is plentiful, but the worker is few. The workers are the real gurus. We make them here. People will fall down before the preaching here when you're purified. You got to get purified. You got to realize, and you got to stick it out and be with people who they're like St. Clair. I sent you that video where she finally came to St. Francis and she says, "Listen, I don't want to be understood anymore. I'm tired of that weakening thing. I just understand me. I need to be understood," and that's so disempowering. I want to understand now. Lord, that's so empowering to understand you. There's so much juice in this. And here I was just the being under the modes of nature. I just wanted to be understood. I had this false identity of wanting to be understood. I never got any juice from that. I always wanted to be understood more until I became a Democrat, a baby. You ever see Democrats? Complaining. We're complaining. Please do you? They're freaking out lately. They're really like, it's like watching a show, man. I don't have to even watch movies. I watch some movies. I fast forward a lot, but this is a thing now, is a whole movie, man. The whole thing, you just turn on what's going on, man. It's the movie. These people are totally nuts. It's a clown show, man. It's like a comedy, a sad comedy, man. People all saying, "Oh yeah, man. What? You didn't get your shot? What? Whoa, oh, you're gonna kill everybody. You're a murderer for not getting your shot." And then a year later, everybody's like, "Why did I do that?" Well, because Maya is always programming everybody. Okay? Maya is like the mind. It's a lousy master. Lousy master. Look, we got love of Krishna as our master. Relishing mellows of these loving relationships. The Lord's given us his power, his love, Radha's love for him, his knowledge. He's given everything as a gift. You come here, you get the gift. Everything will fall down before what you know and what you have and what you possess. But not in this false ego. They all want that. These gurus want that. These popes want power. See? But they become disempowered. Because they want, see, it's that little thing. I want to be worshipped. I want to be known. I want to be respected. I want to be this. I want to be this. These are all material desires for the false ego. And therefore, they always disempowered. That's why they always need a clean dhoti. They always need a high seat. They always need a big stick. They always got to wear orange. They always got to have some prop. They always have to have their people say, yeah, he's a pure devotee. And they're not. The real representatives, they don't need nothing but the love of Krishna, right? What props them up is the truth. What props them up is ecstatic devotion. You want to say something there, Sachi?
No.
Okay. Good. Yeah, the truth will set you free. Jesus would. What is truth? Oh, ecstatic devotion, transcendental mellows, man. Transcendental knowledge that comes from relishing love of God. Bhagavad Gita 10:10. Yeah, that's truth. Where is that truth? Well, right here. Hear ye, hear ye. The red coats are coming over there after you. Those who take shelter of so many illusions. Take shelter of religion. Abandon all varieties of religion. And take shelter of Krishna with Krishna and Radha. Take shelter of the love of God. How do I do that? Gauri, glad you asked. How do I do that? Oh, very good question. It's very easy. Come to those who have got that shelter of love of Krishna. We got quite a few here already. Come here. Engage in the pure religion of this age, is to remember the absolute truth as it is, and to remind others of that in great bliss and ecstasy and satisfaction, being around truly liberated souls, demonstrating that they're liberated, not just speculating, not just pretending, actually liberated souls, showing the symptoms of getting the mercy of Lord Caitanya. You don't have to be anything special. Like I was talking about Amy. Amy says, I got so many problems, so many imperfections. Oh, I said, no. The Lord likes people like you. He can use a person like you because you don't glory in yourself. You glory, he likes those who just appreciate mercy and accepting the mercy like she and others are doing here. Thank you for your preaching examples, everybody. That's why we use everybody as an example. Your life story is an example. It could help a lot of people. Just by, just sticking it out, staying in the fire. There's a fire here, right? Truth is a fire, man. Burns up all illusions. And, we carry illusions, right? So we believe in certain things. And here we discuss deeper and deeper truths, and they kind of bring that stuff to the surface. We think, oh, I didn't know I had that. Maybe I should let that one go. See, abandoning your opinions, material opinions that don't work. Why not? You start to do that naturally here. Yeah. Let's see what we got here. Why is that hardened, bearded man laughing and crying? I've never seen such a sentimental man. Yeah, you haven't. That's why, people in the world, they see but don't see. Oh, you haven't seen a sentimental man there, Freddie, and your other friends? I'll put you you're like showing the example of one of these followers in the Vaidhi Bhaktas, the Vaidhi Bhakta realm, one of the ISKCON devotees. Yeah, I never seen anybody sentimental like that. Well, you're reading the scriptures about sentimental persons like Lord Caitanya, crying and laughing in a sentimental way. Why are you worshiping Lord Caitanya? Why are you Vaidhis worshiping Lord Caitanya? Why are you ISKCON devotees worshiping Lord Caitanya, who is very sentimental? Oh, and Nityananda was very sentimental, crying, laughing like mad people, totally happy. Why are you worshiping why are you in the Krishna conscious movement now? Why is anybody in there? Oh, you don't like what it's built on? If there is no ecstatic devotion, there would be no revival. If 550 years ago, there'd be no Krishna worship. Krishna worship is going on in Vrindavan, right? It was this ecstatic relationship, but it wasn't seen, therefore it disappeared. And Lord Caitanya said, for a long time, I have not given this to the people in general. So let me show the world what we do in Vrindavan and our intimate relationships publicly. And now they're seeing it again publicly. Therefore, it's on the menu. Who's ready? Well, we got like how many? 18 people here. Hey, they seem to like what's on the menu. That's all we do. We put a new thing on the menu, a new delight. So those who are delighted, like I read Rupa Goswami said, those who are not delighted with transcendental mellows and truth, they will neglect this, right? You Radhanas and all you you big gurus, you small fries, but you can think you're big, and Maya makes you big, it fools you, and in the long run, you're a loser. You're already a loser. You're a loser. You lost this. This is what life is about, is to come and get the gift of Lord Caitanya. That's Krishna consciousness. That's what it's all about. That is the essence of the truth, is come and get the gift that's on the menu now. Otherwise, what are you doing, man? Why do you want to take many lifetimes thinking it's all in your rules? We already got the result of following millions of rules, chanting millions of lakhs. We got it. The Lord gave it. We got it. We relish it, and we give it out to others. So why are you wasting your time? What, you're a guru? You think you're really a guru? How come even my disciples look at you and think, boy, that guy looks sad? That Radhanath doesn't look like he's real, because he's not. He's covered over with all these things and all that stuff and thinking he's something else. This is real here. See, that he thinks these persons think they're gurus, right? But what do? What do you represent? Oh, we represent Krishna Vrindavan. Oh, really? Do you have the bhav? Do you have the ecstasy of the residents of Vrindavan? Can we see that? Oh, no, we're not supposed to show that. Oh, really? So what was Lord Caitanya about? Showing that so that people can say, oh, I would also like to worship like this. And come into the association of ecstatic devotees. I mean, that's the truth. What, to go into gurus who are not ecstatic, who are not self-realized and liberated souls? What, that's real guru? How much better are they than you? Really? What, did they memorize a few extra verses, follow a few rules, got lucky they were initiated by Prabhupada? They still got a big false ego. You're probably even better than them because they cultivated the false ego like they're something great. They're not great. Nobody is great. Ecstasy is great. Transcendental knowledge as it is great. And a purified devotee is into that. And the Lord is into them. And they're into that. There's false ego gone. If you're not like that, you're like that. That ain't going to deliver you. That's called idol worship. You're wasting your time. Idling away your time. Do people idle? You listen to the testimonies here. This shows you God is really here because God is working here. What's God's work? Oh, ecstatic feelings, man. Purification. Starting to relish transcendental mellows. My God, chanting the holy name. You know, Janine, I was talking to Janine. She says, wow, I get this taste in this name. This is increasing. This is good. See, that's what this is about. That's the treasure. Do they ever talk about it's all about taste? No, Bhakti Vinod did. He said, your advancement is not by how many followers you have. It's how much taste you have in the holy name. How much transcendental taste you have. If that's guru, you should be saying, well, where's the one who tastes the holy name to the point of tears pouring out of their eyes and laughing like a mad woman like Lalita or Johan? Where is that in this world, oh Lord? Well, I think it's Lord Caitanya's Amazing Grace place. I think this is a great place to start. And I guarantee you, if you're looking for Krishna, your journey will end here. Oh, no, it will begin here every day because it's always ever fresh. You found the yellow brick road that never ends. And every day the wizard is revealing more and more amazing things here. This is fantastic preaching, huh? Where do these things come? That's why I come here. Use me, Lord.
I have something to say now.
Yeah, okay, let's hear it.
It's from two places, one from a Christian source and one from a young devotee last night. The saying that we are meant to be great. We are meant to be really, really great, for lack of better, more going on. And because of God, because of Jesus. So do you agree with that?
Yeah, but not in the way that they usually mean. They kind of usually mix it a little bit, but it's true because when you get connection with the spiritual power, automatically that's like a perk. It's like, when you join a company, they give you a car. They give you a fancy car, an expensive one, because you joined a great company, a good company, and you're become an executive like this, and you get this great car. See, and so you drive around the car, and think, oh man, people think, wow, you got a really nice car and everything. Yeah, yeah. See, so that's a devotee. They just like, I joined the company, Lord Chaitanya's company. Okay, I'm in his company. He's in my company. We play together. We have a good time together, and so greatness comes, right? You look at you guys. You say, "Oh, go hard, you're Guru Dev, man." Right? Do you call it Guru Dev? Please give me mercy and all that. All these things. That's meant for like God and somebody that's real guru. You give all that stuff. So there's a greatness there. See? But people, they're looking for the greatness. See, I'm always looking for Krishna, and this just comes along with it. It's like a company car. The Lord gives me a company car. See, people they need somebody to be representative of the Lord, because you see when it's true and you are a real guru and the Lord is really working through you, those who praise you get delivered and they feel it, right? Look at people. Look at it's like you give honor to where the Lord is really working, and you get the benefit. See, it shows you that you don't have a big false ego, otherwise you can't do it. You always think, well, I don't know if I can really, That's what I look at. Like when I see people, they kind of half-hearted. They see a lot of people like Lalita and Johan from their hearts. They praise their guru with great tears and ecstasy, or Shamaguri, the tears see from their hearts like that. And then some, even our sangers, like, oh, glory, they can't quite do it, So what am I thinking? I'm thinking, wow, look at Lolita and Johan. They're relishing transcendental mellows and praising somebody the Lord is actually, that's really representing the transcendental Lord. Isn't that what they do with Jesus? They praise Jesus and they have a Holy Spirit experience. See? So that's the kind of greatness, but who can handle that? If you go after that, that's going after the golden eggs from the golden goose. The smart person goes after the goose. That's what I teach you. Get the goose, man. I didn't go out, set out, I'm going to be Guru Dev. Matter of fact, I resisted this. I didn't want to, as soon as, it started happening. My first disciple was my ex-wife. And she just got so elevated from me reading to her, she got some devotion, and her guru got envious and jealous and threw her out. Go away, go to Gohari, And then she said, you got to be my guru. And I resisted. I said, no, let me take I took her to Narayan Raj. I took her to this and this and this and this. She said, no, you got to do it. So I did it. And then later on, the purification goes on. And then not everybody wants to go all the way with it. So anyway, that's another thing. And so this all happened like that. But I was worshiping Lord Caitanya in ecstasy for a long time before I started preaching. And then I got the order of Prabhupada and the blessing of Krishna to do this. See, so it just spontaneously. But these guys, you think that happened for them? They were just, they were at 25 years old. They became gurus, or less, 23 years old. You think that was real? Come on, man. They became sannyasis at 23 years old. And everybody's worshiping them as good as God. Come on. When are you going to get real, man? Can't you see you're being scammed? Everything in religion is a scam. Everything in politics is a scam. People cannot handle the opulences of God unless the Lord is your life and soul. Especially being a spiritual master. Especially so. Because you get, as a spiritual man, Trump doesn't get what I get. Biden, the president of the United States, nobody worships him. Of course, they get more money than I get, but but they don't get the worship. They would love that. They have to be one of these scumbags and become a guru who really, I want to be adored. I want to be, that's how they transmute their sex desire a lot of times. Like a woman who goes into a beauty parlor. Then they go out and prance around looking really nice. Ooh, look at my toenails, Ooh, don't they look good? That's this kind of thing. They transmute it that way, but it's bizarre stuff. See, seek the kingdom. Jesus taught. I teach the same principle Jesus taught. What? Seek the kingdom of God and all else is added. My life is an example of that. Yeah, I didn't come out to be guru. I mean, I sought the kingdom of God. I was relishing the kingdom of God for years and years and years. Love of Krishna is the kingdom of God. That's the pearl of great price. I had it from the very beginning, actually, in 1973. And it just developed, All else is added. Jesus did the same thing. And the thing is, you don't have to be like a Jesus or, all you have to do is get the mercy. The mercy's here. Look at my students, many of them becoming like this. Their bhakti is becoming stronger than mine, some of them. Look at Lalita, she chants in ecstasy like that. I have to work for it, work up to it a little bit, What did Jesus say? Ye shall do greater things than I. Even Prabhupada taught this. He said, I'm doing greater things than my guru. See, my guru preached around India. I'm preaching all over the world. But he never made it like I'm better than my guru. No, by my guru's mercy. The greater things I'm preaching around the world. He preached only in India. By the grace of my guru. See? I'm doing greater things than Prabhupada. Yes or no? You think Vaidhi is greater than this? Are you kidding? You got to be crazy to think so. Awakening ecstatic devotees, devotion in people? Prabhupada said if I could make one ecstatic devotee, my life is a success. Making so many here, and we're just getting started. But am I better than Prabhupada? No, it's by his mercy, his order, right? It's my order you to do this. I have the power of the disciple. I am nothing without the disciplic line. I'm nothing without that current coming all the way back from Lord Caitanya. See? It's the power, man. It's the truth. It's the ecstatic devotional potency. And it's here in our Sangha. Come and get the real mercy. It's not there. I don't see symptoms of it. They say, oh, we are hiding it and all that. Well, why go where it's hidden? Why not go where the treasure is being thrown at you? Doesn't that make more sense? Isn't that more logical? Where it gives, it's like, there's a guy on the street, man, and they're throwing $100 bills out there. That's what we're doing. We're throwing, you think, no, I'm sorry, I don't want to pick up those $100 bills. You got to be nuts not to. That's what we're doing with Krishna. We're throwing them all over the place. Love of Krishna is right here. Throwing these $1,000 bills out there. Just come here and pick it up. Yeah, of course you become great, but you're not thinking that. People go after that greatness first. And then you get caught in the Maya. The Maya, oh yeah, I'll make you great. Yeah, but you'll have to fudge a little bit. You'll have to compromise, yeah. You see? You want to be a follower here, you got to get purified, man. You got to take the onslaught of truth. You got to see me pointing out bullshit where bullshit is. And not worried about, well, that ain't very nice. Who are you? You say Radhanath ain't qualified, that he can't deliver. Yeah, he can't deliver anybody. Prove me wrong. Show me one person he's delivered. I'll show you 5. He has 10,000 disciples. What do I got? 10? And 5 of them are delivered. And he can't, out of 10,000, he can't get 1. So where is the real power? Yeah, I know I'm like a top dog. You know those top dogs? I'm going to be top dog.
My gosh, I envision a big old tiger.
Like that pirate guy. It's a little wild and crazy here, huh? Would you call this an intense experience there, Sachi?
It's been more intense. I think I'm getting used to it.
I think you're getting used to
But
it.
what's getting more intense is out there. That's what's getting more intense.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I go out there and I do fine, and I come here and I'm like, it's up and down. It's like, I think I get out there and I get diluted, and I come back and I realize, and I'm like,
Yeah. Well, as you get more faith in truth, and then you stop taking shelter of the illusion, believing in it. Yeah. It's all bullshit, man. It's all everybody, Unless you get the transcendental potency, nothing's really pure in this world. Okay? So, like Jesus had the transcendental potency, and somebody came to him and said, oh, you're so good. See, this is what people want as these gurus. They want to appear like they're good people, that they're enlightened and all that. See, and oh, Jesus, you're so good. And the Lord said, no, there's none really good but the Father. There's none. See, you need better than good. It's not good enough. You can find many good people, but they are not delivered. You need pure goodness, and that's a gift from God through the real disciplic line now. Otherwise, you'll never be good enough. You'll never chant enough rounds. This is what they teach you. Keep chanting lots of rounds and you'll attain the Lord. Keep doing lots of fasts and you'll attain the Lord, right? Well, St. Paul gave that up. He said, no, I'm just going to surrender to Jesus. I'm going to be saved by grace. See, you come here, you do this. You're saved by the preaching here. This preaching is true, so true that people have a hard time handling it, because people have been taking shelter of religion, which is a lot of illusions in religion, isn't there? A lot of illusions, false gurus, false ideas, false checklists, and I just go by the book, man. No, the ecstatic devotee is guru. Pretty simple. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna, Lord Caitanya said that, I repeat it. That's all. And do it. Those who awaken devotion to Krishna are certainly a spiritual master. That's happening here. There you go. You found Guru Dave. Hey, Radhanath, show me one that you've awakened devotion to Krishna with all the symptoms of tears and laughter, like a Lalita is a good example, and some others too. Otherwise, step aside, move aside, man. There's a big kid, bigger kid. Fully is here, man. Move over, or move in. Either move in or move over. You want to be a real guru? I say that to all these ISKCON gurus, all the Gaudis meet. You guys want to be real guru? You come here, we'll make you a real guru. You'll be glorified, but you'll be purified first, man. You're going to have to show us that you really want Krishna and not, I want name and fame. I want to be the important person. I have to purify my disciples who have that kind of stuff here. And you're going to be one of them. You probably have a lot more than my disciples to be purified of that. They want to be important. No, give me a stick, man. Give me some brahmacharis to collect for me. Oh, I want to be, Guru Dev, deliver me. Yeah, deliver them? Okay, let's see it, man. Who's got a love of Krishna? That's a deliverance. Who's been born, where has Krishna been born in somebody? And that is a special thing. It is so special, you'll see the symptoms of a person that Krishna has been born into, right? They have the signs that the Lord was crying. Lord Caitanya showed these are the symptoms of Nityananda, right? God showed the symptoms of devotion and devotees. And their followers had the same symptoms, right? Where is that? That's the example. That's the Lord Caitanya is the spiritual master of the universe. That's how he taught. Oh yeah, this is how you do it. You chant the holy name, and if spontaneous devotion awakens in you, that means you got the mercy of the Lord either in this life through a bona fide representative or in a previous life. Show us the symptoms that you have the mercy in those two ways. Either of those two ways. Well, most people can't show. These gurus can't show they have any of that kind of mercy that I've seen. So therefore, they got to go the way, the narrow gate. You go through the real devotees who right here, they chanted, many of them in ecstasy with the tears. It's showing that God has given them their transcendental body. Do you think Johann and Lalita have attained the transcendental body of the Lord or not? Well, that's the reason, because those are the symptoms. And others who are getting those emotions too. You notice Govinda, he has a lot of this bliss and ecstasy. He looks drunk. Okay? This is called getting God has given him mercy. But you see, they all have this firm faith in their guru, this gratefulness. Why is it they don't seem to need a guy like me now? They're free. But why do they give such honor to a person like this? Some people, they get a little of that ecstasy and they think, hey, thanks, Gauri. I'm going to go on now. I'm going to be a great teacher. Oh, I see. Here it's like, I was talking to Amy this morning, she says, it's so great just to be part of this. She says, wow, this is, she was so ready. There are many people out there like that. They're so ready for this. It's hopeless. She said, I didn't want this. Life is crazy. It's nuts out there. I didn't know what to do. I was sit down, and this comes along, and my God, man, everything falls into place. That's why you'll see there are people like this. But some people, they like the darkness. These gurus, they like to be in this. Because to me, that's darkness. To wanting to be, you want people to worship you, or to accept it. To me, it's like, if you can't liberate your devotees, that come to you, or your disciples, why are you doing that? It's like, I would never think. Don't you have any scruples? Are you really, why would you go to a guru who can't tell you the truth that, like these things that we teach, that are right there in the book, man? Why wouldn't you go to a Shukadev Goswami to be delivered? Why would you have anything less? Why would you take even anybody as guru, as Shiksha Guru, that is not at least as good as Prabhupada, as good in ecstasy and as good in transcendental knowledge? You should look the same standard. It's not like there's no respect. Truth is no respecter of persons. You should say, is Gohari like that? Is his ecstasy as good as Prabhupada? Is his knowledge as good as Prabhupada? Otherwise, stay with Prabhupada. How else can you have a real line? Oh yeah, we got Prabhupada, and we got these persons who they didn't get the mercy of Prabhupada. They don't have the same love. They're just a kink in the faucet. You know, ever see a fire hose that has a strong force of water, but there's a kink in it? Even a garden hose, Sachi knows about this. You put a kink in a garden hose. Where's the friggin' water? Well, it's got a kink in it. This person's not really in the chain. This is an ecstatic line. This is Bhaktisiddhanta talked about this. It's a shiksha line. That's why not always people will come from the same kind of guru even. But do you have the same heart? Do you have the same ecstasy? Is your ecstasy, are you committed to Lord Caitanya and Nityananda and their preaching mission? Do you have their heart? Do you have that lion-like heart? Do you have that lion-like truth? Do you have that ecstatic devotion? Is that water that was dosed on the world, spread on the world 550 years ago, is that coming through now? See, that's the real place. That's here. You come here and you'll see, whoa, wow, this is what I read about. Oh, we got a living example, life examples of that. You got real gurus and real followers who got the mercy of such guru. Why be satisfied with anything less? The only reason why you would be is you haven't seen any better, right? Well, what can I do? We got better here. Right, Sachi? I mean, we do better, you know, so we gotta, you know. It's a competition. It is, you know. Hey, man, it's always a competition. It has to be. Oh, devotees are not competitive. Oh, yes, they are. When there's preaching, we must be competitive. That's how people get delivered. We got to show you, hey, man, we got to compete with the modes of nature, right? The modes of nature competing for your attention. You got even good persons competing for your attention. Oh, don't go to Gohari. No, come to us. Come to us. You see, we're sannyasis and this. And on Gohari, I'm saying, hey, we're in competition now because we're looking for people. We want to connect them and marry them to Krishna. See, we want them to become ecstatic devotees. So it's a competition. And we're fishing, man. It's a fishing competition. They're fishing out there for followers, and we're fishing for followers too. You know, this is the way we do it. We doing our bhajan in front of the world. See, this is our fishing. See, we go fish, you know, like this by example, you know, by relishing our relationship. This is our fishing trip. See? And people think it's competing. Well, you know, the modes are competing. So pure goodness is here competing too for attention. See, it's all competing for attention, what it is. So look at you guys. You've got 20, 23 people watching today. So see, we're competing for attention. You don't have to watch this. You can go watch TikTok. You can go watch a tear-jerking movie of something material. You can go listen to Radhana's classes. You know? So this is, what's more attractive? Is truth, this level of truth more attractive? Yeah, so that's what we do here. Okay, let's see what we got going here. Daphne, Sachi, you've been with Gohari for so long. What makes you keep coming back? Over so many years, even if you get distracted sometimes by Maya, you keep coming back. What is it? So that's a question for you. You can answer.
Yeah, I answered it as because probably I'm desperate. But today I ran into a this is not answering the question, but I ran into a nurse I used to work with, and she went back to school and got more nursing. And she was on the way to the office, and I was riding my bicycle, and she said, I follow you online, and I'm so glad I do, because this was the worst decision I ever made, to go back to school and continue doing this. And I was like, wow, I guess I'm glad I'm not doing that anymore.
Which nurse was that?
Yeah, she's one that I wanted to make contact with, but it just, online, it doesn't happen, and so Krishna arranged us to run the sidewalk with each other.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So anyway, it's in like yeah. What I get is that, I tend to want to not go over there to the other devotees, but then when I consult with Krishna about it, or with God, my relation, I get, keep doing it, because it is making a difference. I feel it's like almost like what do you call it? The 100th monkey thing, where the monkeys start doing something on this island, and then the next island over, they start doing it too. It's just kind of like it, just by osmosis, something's happening.
Yeah, so just do it. Yeah,
Yeah,
just get rid of the conflict. Just do it. Like I
I
told
guess
you.
the conflict's part of it. I guess it keeps me humble.
Yeah,
But
that's part of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. Let's see what else we got here. Replying to Daphne, she never left, always stayed close. Yeah. Let's see, Amy says, replying to Daphne, oh my God. Because she loves him, Mary Sachi is a true blue through and through.
I think anybody that's coming here regularly is a true blue through and through.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Freddie says, I'm still two-legged animal, engaged in sleeping, eating, mating, defending. Yeah. I'm going to the studio for 7 days, seriously. Read this treasure. This is all the goddess. I'm sorry I am ignorant. Oh, we got a lot of comments here today. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to go to the end of the comments and work backwards, because then otherwise, wow. Oh my God. Oh my God. That must be, when it's a good class is when the popcorn goes. Let's see. What do we have here? Lalita, Sachi is hooked like all of us. Once Guru attracted you, you are not capable to leave unless you are Judas. Yeah, I mean, I'm attracted. We're all in the net. Gunga, I thought you said Judas matters. It's all this lives matters. Stuff. Okay, well, anyway, let's see here. Let's see. In Radhanath classes, I will cry materially from misery. Yeah. Well, anyway, we're here to help. If somehow or other, maybe we'll get their attention. Because this is very real. This is very true. And this is how to get to the real platform of the mercy of Lord Caitanya. It's here. And otherwise, it's just Vaidhi, it's just religion, it's nothing really extraordinary. That's why the temples are becoming more and more empty. Yeah. How's that temple in there in ISKCON? It's a small temple, so it fills up easy, probably. Do people go, or they just go to eat?
Well, there's both, but I'm an irregular regular. So I don't know everything that's going on. I never go in the morning.
Uh-huh. Yeah. All right. So
But it's pretty, like you said, what do you call it? Laid back. It can be laid back, but if you live there, you have to kind of go guidelines. You need to work. You need to do it this way. You need to do it that way, and it's like, no, can't do that. So I don't live there.
okay, let's play the song, and I'm gonna take a break. My poor voice. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna.
But there's hope for the Pope. You are making a difference, Gorhari. It's going out like osmosis.
Yeah.
And when people go, "Ah," it's their stuff coming out.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. What are we doing here? We'll play this one.